All right, table's nice and high.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
It goes up and down?
Yeah, if you put some razors underneath, you can put it up higher, so good thinking.
Wow, sweet. Think of everything.
Yeah. So I think there's lots of stuff here to choose from, but I think since you're here in Japan, you should probably try some Wagyu beef.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like Kobe beef?
Yeah, there's different
Like
places. Yeah, the one they recommend here is from Yamagata.
So Kobe beef is like a version, it's like a specific version of Wagyu is the more general term, right?
Yeah, Wagyu is for Japan. Kobe is a city in Japan that there are the most famous cows were from there. But most of the local areas have their own cows as well, their brand of beef. So it's sort of one of the things you can go if you travel around Japan. You can try different types of Wagyu. So
Okay. Yeah. Just jump in. So you've been in Japan how long?
I've been living in Japan for 13 years, but I first came back in 2000. I came on a vacation and I liked it a lot, so I decided to come again. I was really impressed with how accessible Japan was even at that time.
Oh, yeah?
And every time I came back, the accessibility was better and better.
So how much credit do you take for the changes in accessibility? Because your website, like most of it, half of it?
No, close to zero probably, but no, just going around and trying different things. So on my website, the Accessible Japan website, I try to introduce tourist locations for people to come to sort of get rid of the fears of traveling.
Yeah.
Is there a toilet there, or can I see most of the location in a wheelchair, etc. So I try to answer those kind of things on the website, but also lately I'm trying to encourage restaurants in Japan to become more accessible.
Well, that's cool that you sort of took up this challenge to share what you've learned about it. Environments, they're never going to be 100% accessible, but there's this sort of spirit of like helpfulness. When you come here and there's people helping you with your bag, with just some of the physical barriers. Right. So it's like
exactly, what I mean? So, yeah. Well, that's sort of the Japanese omotenashi, or the hospitality of Japan.
Yeah.
And the way of thinking of those systems and what to do if people are in a spot, things. So
yeah, I think in that respect they have a lot to teach the world about accessibility. Like Japan's really ahead, I think, in that respect, and marrying those things. And the hospitality piece of it, right?
It's going to be a great opportunity for people to see it coming up in Tokyo 2020. So.
Yeah. But yeah, even just the conversations around it with the games coming, because it's the type of thing. Like I said, it doesn't just affect the disabled, that small disabled sector of the population, but anybody. Not only aging, but like anybody can acquire a disability at any time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yourself, you were born with a disability, right?
Right. Yeah. No, I was hit by a car when I was 9. Okay. So.
So I guess you never know.
Yeah. So like. Gender, where you live, rich, poor, those risks are, we all share that risk sort of equally, exactly, and that, so it's, it's in all our best interests. Getting closer.
Yeah, you sense the beef coming now.
Oh.
Bamboo shoots and tofu.
Thank you very much. That looks amazing. Sick. So this is...
So around the beef, there's also different things you can try with it. So there's salt, there's wasabi, there's garlic chips. My favorite way is to put a garlic chip on top and eat it.
All right.
Let's try that next time.
I'm into that.
You're going to maybe overload on different flavors there.
So good. So you get around on the subway or like public transport here?
Yeah, that's usually my main mode of transportation.
What about other parts of the getting around? Cabs, airports?
There are a lot more accessible wheelchair taxis now. Yeah. I think they're called Japan Taxi. And I think I think they're aiming for about 30% to be accessible by Tokyo 2020. Okay. So it should be easy to hail a cab, even from a wheelchair. Pretty much anywhere in terms of getting around is generally quite good. Afterwards, also the buses. On the buses, the driver can put out a ramp for you to get on the bus. So otherwise, the tourist attractions are quite accessible now. Well, restaurants maybe don't have.
What's the trick there? It's like, it's so, you walk down the street, you can tell there's like 20 restaurants around you, but what floor they're going to be on. Is there any kind of trick to know?
It can be difficult to find an accessible restaurant sometimes, but actually it's really exciting to come here. Even on the sign outside of on the street, there's a mark that, you know, this restaurant is accessible. And it's got an accessible toilet, and I've never seen that anywhere else, and so I think that's really impressive.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, and they have an accessible toilet in the restaurant as well. So I'm definitely going to come back, I think. So
I'll come back anytime.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe after you win gold.
After we win gold, that's right.
No, if you guys win gold, I'll treat the team.
Really? Did you get that? Did you hear that? Man,
that's acting. No, extra,
some extra motivation. Yo, kanpai.
To good friends and accessibility.
Kanpai. Welcome to Japan.
Bye.
Beautiful. Beer is beer. So it's kind of a more casual kind of restaurant, like family restaurant. I mean, my wife and kids are coming for the Paralympics. Is this somewhere I would bring them?
Oh, I think perfect.
To come eat?
That's one of the good things about izakaya is that everybody can enjoy some food. So some places you go, they only have one type of food, but izakaya has so many different types of food. So for people who are, you know, not adventurous, or people who are adventurous or young or old can all enjoy.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Should we try this?
Yes, yes. Have some.
All right. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, my Japanese is so good.
Patrick, how do you think about Japanese accessibility situation?
You know, that's sort of it probably goes for every culture. It's sort of unique, but I think particularly for Japanese culture, maybe some of these like little steps where to me, I think it's just one step to get in, but it has a meaning and a function in a restaurant or in a home that's important. It's not a meaningless sort of, it's a barrier, yes, but it has a purpose and a meaning. So it can be sensitive, you know, and so I think
it's important when it comes to accessibility to make it accessible, but also to protect the special, unique features of the culture or maybe the building. For example, there's a temple called Senzoji, and it's near Asakusa, so it's not far from here. But it has an elevator into the temple, but they made it look like it's part of the temple. So it's very difficult to tell it's an elevator. So they've met both needs. So it keeps the building looking beautiful, but it also has an elevator. So I think it's good to mix those things. I think we're seeing that a lot at tourist locations. Also, Meiji Shrine, they have the walkways now. It's not gravel. There's also a path for wheelchairs. So you travel a lot. Do you know something different about Japan or good or bad?
And also in Japan, there are very great accessible place, but people don't know about it all over the world. My friends said to me that Japan is not accessible, right? So I said to her, no, in Japan it's very accessible. There are very, very great bathroom, accessible bathroom.
Also, it brings up a very good point that one of the biggest barriers to travel with a disability is information. If you don't have information, it's very difficult to make the first step to travel.
Yes, so that's why we gather the information about accessible restaurant in WheeLog.
So people can use your app around Tokyo or around all of Japan?
All Japan.
All of the world. And so then people can add their own points to it.
Like
so they can add, so if they went to a restaurant, they could say, this restaurant is accessible. And so for the next person, it's easy to find accessible restaurants.
So nice work. Good work. And the 2020 games hopefully can just continue to, to help you with that message and with that work. You know?
Okay, well, we've eaten a lot, and I think you have a busy schedule, so we're going to end here. But so at the end of a Japanese meal, you say gochi-so-sama.
Gochi-so-sama.
Yes. And so you put your hands together.
I'm ready.
Praying, I think.
1, 2, 3.
Gochi-so-sama. Enjoyed?
Yeah.
Did I enjoy it? That's an understatement. Yeah. It's amazing. Thanks so much. feel like a real sumo.